Welcome to the first episode of Garage Gourmet. You're probably wondering what the heck that is, but that's basically where food meets the workshop. For today's first episode, this is going to be called Mexican Eggs and Coffee Table Legs. So if you want to take a look, I've got these set up here. I'm going to tell you why I've chosen to do this, and I'll go over all this stuff later as well. But you can see over here on the left, these are the table legs that are going to be going with this coffee table top. All the wood that is being used in this table was basically torn out of my our bathroom in our house, planed down. It was it's about 100-year-old let's see, cedar wood. So I like to reuse things, and this will be fun. So as we go along, I'm going to be cooking some Mexican eggs, and I'm going to explain to you exactly why I created this this little episode. Alright, so we're going to start off with some eggs. So a couple years ago, I decided that I was going to treat my wife to a birthday that was special. And so I took a bunch of things down to our park, including a gas grill, and cooked her some breakfast. And then I decided, well, hey, it would be kind of cool if I actually used my workshop to make breakfast, because I thought that would be kind of fun. And I came up with the idea of Garage Gourmet. Cooking food, making projects, and having fun. So I'm just going to kind of go through this with you a little bit. To make Mexican eggs, all you need are eggs, cilantro, a little bit of half and half that I'm going to put in with the eggs, some salsa. We've got some avocado that I'm going to cut up. I'm going to be putting in this, and we're going to technically make little Mexican egg burritos. Also, I have the French press pot, because you have to have really good coffee, organic coffee, with your breakfast. And so as I'm cooking the eggs, I've got my little camp stove cup here warming up so that I can pour that into a delicious cup of coffee afterwards. So I've also come up with a couple of ways to use some of the products in the shop area to be able to cook food. And so today we're going to be using the drill for with the whisk. Later on I'm going to make some other products that I can use to actually mix up things and so forth. But today we're going to use the whisk. Really simple breakfast if you ever want to make it. It's really tasty. Alright, so got the eggs ready. A piece of cake here. Just going to throw that on. Alright. After a while we're going to throw some cheese on there. We're going to get that, let that cook a little bit for a minute while we cut the avocado. Let's see here. Also kind of just, basically it's scrambled eggs. Alright, we'll let that cook for a little bit. Try to cut this avocado quickly here. We can get this going too. When you cut an avocado, there's pits in the inside, so you just grab that, take it out, and then what you want to do is you want to cut lengthwise, kind of like a grid. And cut this way, and then you're just going to scoop it out with a spoon later. Like I said, this is a pretty simple recipe, but it's really tasty. Alright, let's see how our eggs are doing here. Those are doing really good. Now we're just going to throw a little bit of cheese on there, melt it a little bit. And I like my avocado a little bit warm. Some people like it cold. Just kind of move this around, get the cheese a little bit mushy. Okay, now basically all you have to do at this point is get the eggs off onto the, I'm going to make these, like I said, they're like kind of like burritos. Put these over here. Should have made 3 eggs, but that's alright. Okay, take these eggs. And like I said, this is super fast. Alright, now hopefully my water is boiled enough so that I can make, yeah, we'll have a little more cheese. So hopefully the water is boiled enough. I try to, when you make French press coffee, it's not supposed to be totally boiling, but I probably should have poured that in there beforehand to be able to drink it when, okay. So I'm going to put a little salsa on here. I'm using Jack's, which is really good. Alright. And then for the guacamole, we're going to throw a little cilantro on there as well. Get the guac. All you gotta do with the guac is just kind of scoop it out. Put it on the sandwich, or I should say the burrito. And that's pretty much it. We're just going to put that on there. You don't have to use avocado if you don't want to. And then if you wish, you can then roll that up. I don't have any toothpicks out here right now, but I'll roll that up. And you've got Mexican eggs. Now, let's see if the coffee's done here. I'm going to pour that into French press pot. Now, best way to do French press pot, yeah, I forgot. You can also put the cilantro. Yeah, I forgot about that. So we're going to open these back up. Put a little cilantro in there because it always tastes good. You gotta have cilantro with Mexican eggs. Alright. Put that back the way it's supposed to go. Alright, and then see if our coffee is ready to go here. Now the coffee is going to take 3 to 4 minutes to actually brew, so you're not going to be able to see that at this point, but you're just going to pour the water in there up to that line. I'll squish it around a little bit. Usually you're going to use something that is not metal dough. Alright, and then just put this lid back on, wait 4 minutes, and you have a delicious Mexican breakfast. And then I'll show you, as we, and in the rest of the video, I'll show you how I did the legs and made the table. Alright, so I was going to use metal legs. I haven't decided yet, but I figured, well, I might as well go with the same wood that I'm using that I used to create the tabletop. And I found this really cool jig that this guy made on, I think it's Handyman. Family Handyman, I can't remember exactly if it's Handyman or Family Handyman. But he made this jig, and what it does is you can run your boards through if you have the right dimensions, and you can create table legs like I just did right here. So you can see that I cut this piece of wood, and then using this jig, so you can see that it goes kind of like that. And I cut it, and then I put it together. Right now I just put it together with screws, but later on I'm going to glue it up, and I'm going to have to plane down the wood that I used. This wood that I've been using for this project is from my from my bathroom floor, and it's about 100 years old. So that's how I'm going to make the table legs, and then when I'm a little bit further in the project, I'll show you how far I've gotten. This is what it looked like before it was planed. Alright, these are all the plain legs before they're being put together. Thank you so much for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed hanging out with us. Join me for episode 2, pulled pork and wine corks. Take care.